What's going on YouTube? It's Dagreenshiz here. Hope everybody's doing good. So recently, this past weekend, we just had the Heritage Auction signature end. That was insane. Unfortunately, I was not able to live stream it. I had a bunch of stuff planned, and it seems to happen every freaking time there's a freaking signature auction. I seem to not be able to stream it, and that's unfortunate because they're amazing. So being a collector of many different things is a serious pain in the balls. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh video games, just to name the big three, essentially. And I've just been looking through this signature auction. I was watching it live in some cases as it was happening, and the price disparity between like vintage Pokemon sets and Yu-Gi-Oh sets, just like the vintage sets, is insane. Insane. We're talking XY Evolutions at $700 plus. You got Diamond and Pearl boxes selling for $4,000, Heart Gold Soul Silver selling for thousands, and Black and White Era in the thousands for some things. Just insane amount of money. First edition base set recently sold in a opened box. Well, a bunch of people did videos on it complaining, rightfully so, about the way they did the box opening, certifying it, taking it off camera, blah, blah, blah. Not talking about that here, but basically that box sold for 200 grand. First edition base set box, 36 packs, untampered with, essentially $200,000. Look at Yu-Gi-Oh! It's insane. $21,000 for their Legend of Blue Eyes first edition box. The prices come down because they peaked similarly to how Pokemon peaked. $20,000. That's crazy. Like, just the literally 10x. It's insane. I was able, in this Heritage Auctions, I have my favorite set of all time. I don't even know what year it came out. 2003, I'm guessing. My favorite set, I'm scrolling to it right now, came out in 2003, and it was called Legacy of Darkness. Scrolling really far because it came out so late. Yeah, so this set came out in 2003. So Legacy of Darkness is a booster box that just, it was out when I first got into tournaments. And that's the pack I remember receiving as prize support when you would do good. Actually, you got a pack, I believe, when you entered for $5 just for being there. So got the pack, and man, I absolutely love this set. So I was able to pick up a box for $1,440 out the door, first edition. You're talking, this is 36 pack booster. Not all Yu-Gi-Oh boxes are 36 packs. So we're talking 1440 divided by 36, $40 a pack for a first edition vintage, almost 20 years old. That's amazing. That for me is amazing. I've been waiting for the day I can buy a vintage Pokemon pack for sub $100, unweighed. Base set 2 seems to be getting close. I saw some sell for like 125 on Heritage, but we're not even there. This is 40 freaking dollars. This is awesome. The ability to be able to do this, the price disparity between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh for like just sets, not talking about the rare stuff, the trophies, the printed scarce cards. That's completely different realms because there are some very, very expensive Yu-Gi-Oh cards in that game, dating even back to like earlier 2000s. Really high prices, but the price of booster boxes, I don't know if they just printed the absolute oblivion out of them. People don't collect them. People don't set collect Yu-Gi-Oh. But man, I tell you what, there is some extreme nostalgia in there for me for $1,400, $40 a pack. That's awesome. Like for me, I almost want to just rip it for $1,400. I might weigh out the heavies and maybe grade the lights when the pack grading gets cheaper. We'll see, but that could be coming to a video near you. Really excited to add that to the collection. and it might get ripped open because when I have vintage Yu-Gi-Oh packs, they tend to get ripped open. But like I said, man, I am awaiting any day now for vintage Pokemon packs to be sub $100. If they ever saw $40 again, that would be insane. I don't see it ever happening, just because, like I said, some of the Diamond and Pearl era sets are just absurd. Like I would never in my life, be spending that much money in those eras. Not the nostalgia for me. There's like some of the people collecting them on Instagram. It's not even nostalgic for them. They weren't collecting Pokemon. They're just stonking out on it because it was a short print time in Pokemon. And that's, for me, it's not the way to go. I like that it's a lot of Cosmo Hollow stuff. That's cool. Not a big fan of the line hollows. But man, it's refreshing. I would love to see the LOB first edition box go like below 20 G's. For me, like if like even just because that's like right around the PSA 9 first edition base set Charizard price, $20,000. I can get an entire box of Legend of Blue Eyes first edition for the same price as a Charizard now. That would make me really sit back and think which one I'd rather buy. I feel like there's definitely probably more value in the shorter term in the booster box, but I feel like there's definitely more of those sealed than probably PSA 9 first edition Charizards, which is like the 600 range. The LOB first edition was definitely printed a lot more than the Pokemon base set first edition. There's definitely like somebody just cracked a case in the last year or two. So they're definitely out there in large quantities. So that the price is kind of justified there, but $20,000 versus $200,000 is insane. That 10x number is huge. Set cards alone, like I just purchased this card was $300. This exact card was $300 when it released. When it came out, this is Tour Guide from the Underworld, first edition from EXCV, the set. I'm drawing a blank on the set name. This is kind of when I walked out of the game because I was like, you need 3 of these in your deck. That's $1,000 almost for 3 of 40 cards in your deck. Now I just purchased this near mint first edition for $60. It's the price tanked. It's like a waifu card. I guess I am technically shilling it, but I'm not trying to sell it. It's going into the collection. But really cool that you can have a card that comes out and just dies like that. Like so many secret rares and stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh have done that and are still doing that. The prices on some of these cards are crazy. It's really been a great refreshment for me after coming from the Pokemon prices and the PSA 10s there. Some of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is still pretty expensive. Like you can get some pretty expensive set cards. Like this is a PSA 10 Metal Raiders Mirror Force first edition that was just over $1,000, I want to say, but you can but that's an ultra rare. You're getting 2 of those in a box, like, and there's how many in a set? Maybe 8, 10 of them. So you're gonna get one every 3-4 boxes, maybe. Who knows? So yeah, I definitely enjoying all the different collecting, and the video game stuff is crazy as well because you got they're releasing tons and tons of modern pop reports. The most recent one released, technically this is a recording on Monday. They just did the Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. Wada Games has graded roughly 65 of these or so. 65 graded games total, top to bottom. That's it. That's not a lot. That's enough for 2 full classrooms to go buy a single game. It's baffling. They're meant to be played. Why are they sealed? Don't encapsulate them. Like, dude, chill out. There's emulators for everything now. Why would I just crack the seal on this when I could go onto Google and play it for free? Chill out. Same as these. It's the same as my trading cards. My Pokemon cards are meant to be played. Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You can still play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There is no set rotation. they're unbanning cards that were banned in 2004 still. Like things are still playable, but people encapsulate them because it's freaking cool. So, and you want to preserve the card and you want to have the mintiest one in the world. It's pretty sweet stuff. Anyways, the whole point of this is just me just kind of just ranting. Not a whole lot of point, but just kind of pointing out the different things going on in the different markets between Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon in the different years. Because LOB came out, Legend of Blue Eyes came out in 2002, 3 years after Pokemon, and crazy the price difference, the difference in what people are collecting or playing, and it's always learning game for me. So hopefully there's some information for you. If it was, hit the like button, hit the sub button if you enjoy this type of content. I'll be here for a while. Y'all have a good one. Peace.